Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Thursday afternoon, the Nationals took the rubber game of the series with the Mets in D.C. 5-3 the final in 13 innings on a walk-off two-run homer by Bryce Harper in the bottom of the 13th.
Yeah, that's, the Nationals had lost 9 straight extra inning games at home until tonight. Carlos Torres now has given up 4 home runs in his last 5 appearances, 3 in a row, so it's been a real struggle for him.
You know, he threw a lot last year, a lot of innings, started a lot of games, out of the bullpen. We've given him, certainly sufficient rest. I know they worked on a couple things and to try to get his breaking ball to be more effective, and he's just having a tough time keeping it in the park. I know he's real frustrated about it. I know we all are, because he's a huge part of our bullpen, very, very big part of our bullpen, and right now he's struggling about as bad as I've seen him.
Have to find out if Mejia has hurt himself after pitching 1 scoreless inning. So a lot of different scenarios here for the Mets, and it's almost hard to believe at some point Jacob deGrom started this game.
My off speed wasn't very good. I kind of struggled with my command. I was throwing strikes, but I wasn't really locating as well as I wanted to. So it was kind of a mental battle today. Kept us in the ball game, and we tied it up and just couldn't win it in the end.
His ball was up in the zone more than it has been, but he's shown us everything that we've talked about. That competitiveness, this hanging in there. Don't get beat. Don't make too many. Don't let mistakes beat you. And he wanted the ball to Ian. He wanted to go up a little bit on it and left it down. And but I tell you, he's going to be. You don't have very good stuff. You struggle with a lot of things and still give your team 7 innings. You've done a good job.
He went the first 6, gave up 3 runs. The Mets battled from behind, got a couple of runs in the 7th. Curtis Granderson with a tying hit, and then the Mets bullpen, up until Torres, did a great job working out of a number of jams. Yeah,
the Mets bullpen and the Nationals bullpen both. They were just outstanding and held each other scoreless until that inning. But it's always kind of been the same here. The Mets come here, they play a lot of tight games. The bullpens end up getting involved, and before the Mets bullpen would give it up a little earlier than they did today, but just a tough loss. They had to come in here and win 2 out of 3. They weren't able to do it, and the Nats pushed their lead now and pushed the Mets back to 9 games out of first place.
It's very disappointing to us all. We played hard today, came back in a game. You're facing one of the best pitchers in baseball, and you get back in the game, you kind of have a big lift, and we just couldn't mount anything after that. These are big games. These are big games against the Nationals. These 3, the next 3 in New York. We got to go into the Phillies, but this is a big road trip. We're starting to play our division, and if we're going to be in the hunt, we've got to win these games.
And the Nats now 4.5 up on the Braves, their largest lead of the season. So now the Mets move on to Philadelphia to open a 4-game series against the Phillies on Friday night. Bartolo Colon against A.J. Burnett. Our coverage begins with Cadillac first pitch Friday night at 6 o'clock on SNY. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.